Sunday Night Baseball presented by Capital One, the Big K Kauffman Stadium, which has held up since all the way back in 1973. The first year of this lovely ballpark in Middle America.
Sometimes you got 2 or 3 working, you were happy with that.
Here we go, Sunday Night Baseball. Zach Neto greets it with a flare over Bobby Witt Jr. Neto, a highly competitive 25-year-old.
Energy he had, and this how comfortable he was in spring training.
Here's a long fly ball off his bat. Collins back at the track, and the wall, it is up and over. A surprise souvenir and a 2-run shot for Trout.
Eric, don't get mad at me. I said Trout likes hitting in this ballpark. That's his 18th home run of his career against Kansas City. That's a carry to it. A little bit different dimensions. I think that's one of those ones that help out.
And I tell you what, Gooby, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at 2-7 Mike Trout, because I saw him in the lobby.
But he's playing like an MVP again.
Yeah, I mean, his 1 home run in his career was in this ballpark, game 3, in which Kansas City's not chasing. He's working walks. He's already had a ton of walks, 28 of them on the season. That one just got off the wall.
Udoka was not very happy.
How old is LeBron? I mean, he is making those 3-pointers like it's easy.
He absolutely is. And here's a bunt single for Josh Lowe to lead off the second. LeBron is playing
kind of an old soul, Gooby.
Yeah.
Every aspect of the game.
2-2, left side, base knock. Darno, who's going to have to play more with some bad news for Logan O'Hoppe.
Run on him yesterday. I know it was the throwing hand, or I'm sorry, the catching hand.
Frazier gives it a ride for left center field. Collins back, Thomas back. That's 1 hop off the wall. Low around third. He's on his way home. The Angels do add on. It is 3-0 with nobody out in the second.
I think they like this earlier time start.
2-2 from Neto. There's a line drive left field side, and fair, hugging the chalk into the corner. It's going to be a nickel early for the Angels. Still with nobody out in the second inning.
The Halos going double-double already. They're thinking about a nice cheeseburger the way they're swinging the bat so far.
Animal style, protein style, all of it.
Yes.
This is good pitching. I'm sorry, this is good hitting from Neto. I'm sure Otto would tell you out there with that beautiful white picket fence, by the way, Otto. Don't forget about the classy Kansas City Royals organization for having that
behind the plate. You're just comfortable with him.
Soler reaches out and bloops this into left field. That's a base hit. Here comes Neto to score run number 6, and the Angels are taking a whole week of offense and plunking it down on Sunday.
It's already the 20th RBI this season for Soler.
Now he gets the ground ball that he wanted a while ago. With the turn, that's a double play. 4, 6, and 3 against Shotwell, but the Angels pile on 4 more.
Even more of a reason to just continue attack.
And there's nothing more to get you mad as a position player when you have a guy throwing pitches out of the strike zone with a 6-0 lead.
No question.
Then that hard.
1-0 fly ball left field. Lowe is back. He's still drifting. Feeling for the wall. He makes the catch. That's 8 in a row. Retired by Detmers, who has thrown. It's just 3 today, but he's gone 9 up, 9 down. The first time through to Kansas City as Lane Thomas pops it up to Detmers. Who
my favorite play. Absolutely my favorite play.
2-2 to Bobby Witt Jr. And he smokes it fair. Nestling up against the chalk down the right field line. He's got 3 on his mind. Adele gets there. The cut throw is not going to make it. It's a sizzling triple for Bobby Witt Jr. A story from MLB.com a couple years ago where Anthony Castrovince, here's a pop-up, third base side. That's going to really frustrate Vinny Pasquantino. 2 down, more on Bobby Witt Jr. after this work. And the lightning, it was beyond the right field wall over in that by that Price Chopper sign over there. Here's a fly ball, right center field. Trout is underneath, and that triple will waste away. The Storms are a-rumbling. The Angels lead going to the 5th.
What are you doing wearing a suit on?
That's why I don't have mine on.
I'm crushed. I'm crushed.
He's going to get me on that one.
Yeah, it was the second inning. I look back.
Even coming back from 3-1 against Toronto. Boom, another punch out there. And then coming back, we were down 3-1 in St. Louis. I'll never forget this. We're in Busch Stadium. And
So the Angels aren't planning on coming back here, as that's served into right center field and down for a hit for Lofton, who's on his way to second with a 2-out double.
Nicky Lofton getting some opportunities here with Jonathan India down. Better.
Major League, you were sliding head first forever.
Yeah, gotta love that.
3-2, loop to center field. That's down for a base hit, and the Royals are going to be on the board. Lofton scores the first Kansas City run at 6-1 on the RBI from Collins.
That's why you're seeing Mike Maddux coming out there right now. This is
What I love the most about Bobby Witt Jr. is that
the power, left center field, way back there, and gone! It's a 3-run game in the 6th. Junior goes yard.
I tell you what, Jason, this is exactly what I love about Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr., on behalf of the United States of America, thank you for being our shortstop.
first home run of the season, and the two guys we talked about, the franchise guys, both have homered.
Jason,
today, 2-run home run.
You're looking for something against Bobby Witt Jr. Give him a reason to hate on him. No, we're going to save home run number 1 for national television on Peacock. I see you, Bobby Witt Jr., true gentleman.
But I think I would try to jump ahead here 0-2 if I could.
He gets a tapper past the mound to second base. Frazier gets one there. Turn is exactly what he wanted. Bachman gets a 4-6-3 double play, as you said, Adam.
Big time for Sam Bachman.
Fair ball. Down the line and left. Starling Marte. Extra bases on his mind.
That's how big that double play was. That's a run.
And that looked like a slider there. Marte double down the line.
But great on the Kansas City side.
Ground ball to shortstop. Neto for the final out of what could have been more for Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr. goes deep, though, to draw him closer. First one of the year for Junior. It's a 3-run game.
Get back in this because that bullpen's light, like we mentioned.
That ball's pumped to right field. Well hit all the way back to the track and off the base of the wall for a very strong man, Jorge Soler, with a drive to right. The former Kansas City Royal.
You're like, oh, God, what does the rest of us look like?
Ground ball second base. Shanuel gets him over to third. The Angels trying to add on, and the lightning just flickered. It's like Saturday Night Fever here. Adell has cut down his strikeout rate for that reason. This kind of at bat. It's an RBI single, and it's 7-3. That's the development of Joe Adell at the plate.
Jason, that is a great point. And
on the injured list. 3-2. Adell runs again. That's a base hit to right by Lowe, and Adell's going to get to third easily. It's a 10-pitch at bat into a single. And the Angels are in business again.
And this is the kind of game they've been waiting for.
Just 32% ground ball this year for Eli Morgan. And it's right at Massey. With the turn, there it is.
Oh, no. Stay dialed in, buddy.
Sometimes green 00 comes up.
Oh, in April.
No, I mean, Alsco, I've known him since his Dodgers days. As a player.
Fly ball right field down the line toward the pole, and Adell looks up. That is a fair baseball, and it's out of here for Collins to lead off the 7th. Kansas City gets one back.
This corner, you notice so well. Both corners, it looks like a foul ball, but it always drifts back to that foul pole.
Crew Chief Review.
This is a Crew Chief Review. All home runs can be reviewed by Crew Chief Review. You don't have to use a challenge, and we will see if this ball ends up fair.
It looked like a square right on the foul pole.
Yeah, it looked like it.
It happens because you have that stress level of people on base, and you're going all out, and then all of a sudden you feel it's easy. It's a clean inning, but now all of a sudden it's not.
Yeah, he's battling the elements.
The man who homered in the 6th, Bobby Witt Jr. 2-2. It's a slow grounder to third. Moncada charges and can't barehand. 2-1. Nobody out for Bobby Witt Jr. And suddenly, through the puddles, the tying run comes to the plate for Kansas City.
That's right, and it brings up America's shortstop.
Darno sets up outside. It is a breaking ball. It's guided on the ground to Neto. Frazier the turn.
Wow.
He got him!
I gotta believe they're gonna challenge that one.
I don't know about that one.
Whit Jr. is the second fastest guy in the league, and he's very safe.
Yes. And by the way, I don't know how he's safe on that. They did everything perfectly well to be quick. We can always blame that on the rain delay. Just heard Porter refer. I mean, he's not even. It's not even close.
He thought about it for
After
a second.
review,
Yeah.
Call is overturned. Runner is safe. Kansas City retains their challenge.
1-0. Pasquantino pumps it to center field. Trout is underneath. He makes the catch. Massey tags and scores. The Royals get a run. It is 7-5, but 2 out now in the 7th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there from Vinny.
Hero of the WBC pops it up. Foul ground, first base side. Shawnuel has room.
The change piece got him out in front. Shawnuel makes the play.
To watch him on a day-to-day basis, he's approaching superstar status.
Moncada lines this ball to right. That's a base hit. He connects for his second hit of the night.
Yeah,
At second, 3-2. Swing and a miss. He went slider.
That was nasty. That's a quality 3-2 pitch here. Base open.
Shawnuel makes contact here and drives Thomas back to center. Peraza tags. He's on his way to third, sliding. You like Shawnuel there for his contact.
He's a contact guy. He's
3-2 from Lang. And he missed, and it gets away. Here comes Peraza, and the Angels do add on. It is 8-5.
Kind of forces him over the plate.
0-2. Yeah, there's that breaking ball downstairs. He gets a strikeout of Frazier to end the inning, but right back to it. He guides it on the ground to third. That's Peraza off the spin, on target for out number 1. Nice play.
Peraza has a tremendous throwing arm. When he was and he's getting a lot more opportunities to swing the bat. And he's been a really good all-around player. You can see that arm right there. Bam, first base.
Super impressive right there. I don't even know if he still has one, but
Right back at it, ground ball to third. Peraza got a hustle, and he nips him. 2 down.
He said, we'll see. That was about, we'll see.
Down the right field line, that is a fair ball for Pasquantino into the corner, ricocheting past Adele. Vinny wants 3. He is safe. Royals still have a pulse.
yeah, this versus reward. Great looking swing from Vinny here.
Yeah, brought his hands up. It was above the belt, too. Second triple this season for the big fella.
I see you strided that.
2 of his 5 in his career.
Vinny said, all right, I got to get it going. The legs aren't responding like number 7's, but we'll find a way to get there. No panic. Felt like Brent Suter just threw 17 pitches.
Try to take in. It's a ground ball up the middle. That's into center field, and the Royals are going to bring up the tying run to the plate. Here in inning number 9, it's 8-6.
They sure are, and the guy that's coming up to the plate right now, light tower power fastball hitter, but he's sticking to his strength so far early.
It's a high fly ball. It's deep to right field, down the line for Caglione. It's fair. He did it again, left on left, and we are tied. Wow.
So he went back inside on him, and it's a dangerous spot.
Turns it around.
He chose to go strength on strength. Jack Caglione is fired up, and he deserves to be. That's a big knock for the youngster. Coming off the bench, staying ready. Look at Vinny. Give me a kiss.
The crew chief review. You see the location Gooby was talking about. For now, it's a home run. Does the ball disappear? And the answer looks like yes. That's a home run.
That's a home run.
That looks good. That's the advanced approach I'm talking about with Jack Caglione. 93% fastballs from Pomeranz. Small sample size.
Bills watching a reloaded bullpen whittle the lead away. Popped up. Darno sends us to the 10th. What It's a little more baseball between friends. Jack Kaggs with a smooch from Vinny.
Type of situation. He's mostly going to pitch him down.
It's a ground ball to third, right at the line. It's Garcia to get the out at second base by a hair on Neto. That gets away from Jensen to the backstop, and the Angels score. Two have gotten behind the young catcher for Kansas City in the last 2 innings, and it's 9-8. Second and 2 innings for Jensen. And that is a beautiful slider for strike 3. There are 2 away, but it comes 2 pitches too late. Here we go. He did, and he got strike 3 out of it.
Boy, Adam. Lucas Erceg, confirmed coachable.
Beautiful slider for strike 3. 9-8 Angels. It's a ground ball to the right side. Gooby, you said it. Lofton did it. He'll move Jensen over to third, and now he's 90 feet away from tying the game. On 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 off the splitter.
And it was elevated. I think that's what threw him off. He was anticipating something staying down.
3-2 one more time. He missed. He yanked a fastball. High in the air, left center field, into the alleyway, and out of here. The long and winding road to the finish line is paved royal blue.
The Royals addressed Lane Thomas. We need to get left-handed pitching. Offense that can help us against left-handed pitching. Lane Thomas coming through in a huge situation right there. We mentioned, fellas, a weird night that just keeps getting weirder, and it seemed like the Kansas City Royals were not going out without a fight. And their side, the Royals, that's got to feel good. The Royals completing the sweep, coming back home to Kauffman Stadium, playing good baseball, and capping off a good series with an unbelievable finish to this game.
First career walk-off hit for Lane Thomas. Now the celebration is on. The Angels did have right-handed action in the bullpen. Lucchesi stays in. It's a 3-run homer for Lane Thomas, and the Royals have a sweep